Hello, Ophelia.
Talk lighter.
Talk lighter. Is it a little too loud in here for you?
It is. That fan is
it
way loud.
rattling? Go. Did you at least take some Advil today?
Oh, I've taken a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And a lot of naps. Every project, and then I take a nap.
And then you take a nap.
That's exactly what I'm going to do after this, too.
So did you purposely not book a day today at work?
I never work on Thursdays.
You never work on Thursdays. Because you now have very fun evenings on Wednesdays.
Yes, I do.
And last night was extra fun?
Yes.
With the girls, the Lips girls.
Yes. They were all shocked that I went out.
Do you not normally go out after a bingo?
No.
No.
Well, because Wednesdays is a very long day for me. You know, I start at the salon at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I usually work all day, and then I go home, and then I get right in drag, and then I go to Lips, and I'm there until like 11 o'clock at night. So Wednesdays is like a non-stop day for me.
Wow.
So usually by I get done with Lips, I'm like, ooh, girl needs to go to bed. But last night it was
special.
It was Leo's birthday.
Oh yes, producer Joey's Leo.
Yes. And so I went to go over to his little birthday celebration.
Where was that at?
Uptown Tavern.
Uptown Tavern. Which
was
where
lovely.
The debauchery started.
Yes. Well, the debauchery started at Lips.
Do you girls just do nonstop shots at Lips?
No, actually, we're very good, and we normally don't. But last night, after everyone was gone, we all may have partaken in
just a few little.
And then we went out.
Out on the town.
I everyone kind of split up, and then I kind of made my rounds so I could see all of them.
Yeah. But you actually ended up where they all kind of went.
At Rich's.
So, of course. Got it. Well, I'm very sorry for your head today.
I hope there's no photos.
Well, see, that's the thing. There are always photos that surface. As Tom Willis has to.
I don't recall any photos. I don't recall anyone wanting to take photos.
Well, we'll have to see what Paris has on her phone. She's
No. Paris is usually good about that.
Yeah, but she usually gets really good photos.
Of her?
Well, true.
Yeah.
Everyone else looks like shit, but she looks amazing. It's the selfie.
So we were talking yesterday, speaking of Paris,
mm-hmm.
and that she spends about 2 hours doing her makeup and getting ready. 2 hours.
Wow.
She can do it in an hour and a half, she says. But she likes to, it's a whole ritual for her. I mean,
right.
She likes to do her makeup, and she likes to, have her sip on her Jaeger, and,
Little powder here, a little touch there, a little sip, sip, sip.
Yeah.
Go to the computer, see who's chatting.
And then opposed to me, I spend like 30 minutes.
30 minutes total.
Like, okay.
From start to finish. And that includes shaving?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it's a shave my legs kind of day, then it might take me 35.
Got it.
Yeah.
You should do one of those tutorials.
No.
One of those makeup tutorials.
You've suggested that several times before. The answer
is no.
Is and will continue to be no.
Well, last week when we were here, you had a fabulous little admirer out there who was just enthralled over your eyelashes. And so you totally explained to her how to put eyelashes on. Do you remember this?
No.
You don't. Wow. You said get the Q-tip and put the little glue on the thing.
Yeah.
And then put it.
That's how I do it.
Yeah. See, that's a good tip. You could probably make money off those tips.
No.
No.
Please.
Please.
I don't think so.
So what else have you been doing? Your week was busy? Did you do anything this past weekend of note that you can share or divulge to the public?
I don't know what I did. I know I've been busy, but I don't know what I've been doing.
Just working?
Speaking of Paris, going back to Paris. will be the Paris show.
Paris the diva, not the city.
You know, I'm going to the river on Sunday. And so Paris is going to fill in for me at the Hole on Monday night.
Oh, good for her.
The first time that she's ever done it. She's very excited.
That should be fun.
There should be shenanigans galore.
Are you going to put that up on the little Wet n Wilder
I
page
am.
and everything? Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a hoot. I'd almost go to that if it wasn't Game of Thrones finale night.
Well, can't you record that?
Well, we record it on Sunday and watch it Monday. Unless we request that Jay get there earlier, but you know, we can't do that this coming Monday because a certain very special someone is coming into town.
I thought he wasn't coming into town until Thursday.
No, he's coming into town on Monday.
I'll be gone.
But you will be here on Thursday.
Yes, I'm going out on Sunday and I'm coming back on Wednesday.
Wow.
I'm going with Greg and Callie. You know Callie, photographer Callie?
Callie, love Callie.
I do too.
Callie and Cameron's
going. He's so cute.
Oh, is he on school break then?
Yes.
Or done with school?
Yes. So, yeah, we're all going out together.
That's so cute. I have said every year for the past 5 years, when you'll get me out there to the river. I just think it would be cute. You can show off your new little swimsuit that you're going to.
Well, you can come. Yeah, you can come out next week if you want.
I could not come out next
Well,
week.
then you can't.
Yeah, no. But since
Well,
we're going to do our little.
there are
this is
many.
bugging me, I gotta get rid of it.
There are many trips.
Yes. Especially in July, which you just said that you're going to be
I
gone
will
more than you're
be.
going to be
Yes,
here.
I will be at the river almost more days than I will be here.
Then you will be here, which
Yeah.
is why we are going to take our twice annual hiatus.
Our hiatus during July.
During July.
So when I come back, I'll be like dark.
And fresh and beautiful.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll be dark.
You'll be dark. Well,
Yeah.
and I won't be here because I will be gone for 10 days to the East Coast
Oh, to do your.
to do the Bear Week, and then
Is Jay going with you to that again?
Jay is not going this year. But then
Well,
next-
probably because he's gotten in so much trouble in the past.
Well, I don't know if that's the reason, but you know, we'll just say, okay, I agree with you.
Could it be because Troy?
It could be because of that, sure.
Are you not going because of Troy? Why aren't you going?
Work. Yeah, unlike us, he does not work for himself. So
Sounds like a problem.
it does sound like a problem.
That's
yes.
alcohol. Keep it away from me.
Well, the shots are not exactly our normal shots.
At least they're on time today.
That's true. They're so before 5 o'clock shots today.
Are those the 5 o'clock shots today?
Yeah. I know, right? Is that was the lame bell for 5 o'clock shots if I ever heard it. Oh Lord. I hate Oh, fuck, those are vodka shots. Good Christ. Right? That's like pure vodka. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I feel so much better right now.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
Oh,
Shit, who made that?
that's just what I needed.
After last night, I would think that would make you hug the toilet again.
No, actually, I feel much better. Suddenly,
Much better. She's all alive. Alive and refreshed.
once that vodka hit my bloodstream again.
Whew. Yeah, that was seriously all vodka. Shit. I wonder if these are the ones that they're going to be selling this weekend. This weekend, they're doing here at Moe's a fundraiser for Stonewall Citizens Patrol.
Probably.
And apparently Moe's is donating some shots so Stonewall can sell to make more money.
Probably.
And I'm wondering if that's what those are because, phew.
I feel sorry for the person that had to clean those.
Yeah. Me too. You just pull them apart and put them
But
in
I
the
do kind of
dishwasher.
like them. I might steal one.
She'll be. So if there are 2 or 3 missing, then you know where to call.
Well, no, I'm thinking I might steal them and I might make Jello shots like this at home. So the next time that I go out with the girls in the morning, I'll just be like, ooh, I have my medicine.
Or that, or look. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Remember last week we talked all
Yes.
about what Pride meant to us?
Yes.
Did you happen to watch They Said this week?
No.
Okay. Because they talked about what Pride meant to them too.
Oh, what did they
And
say?
they wanted to chime in on
I think
continue the conversation.
what I thought was very interesting is, I posted that on Facebook like I said I was going to do.
Yes.
And I got like 60 likes to the comment, 60
To the status, yeah.
to the status, and 4 comments.
4 comments, right. And 2 of them were from one person.
Yeah. I was like,
That's. Wait, you guys don't follow directions very well.
but you know what I did get? What I did get from a conversation that I had with someone about Pride and, blah, 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 is this, which I found very intriguing. I think that Pride is different for different people than from where you are in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because their question to me was like, what about when you were first coming out and you went to Pride? Like, how was it for you? And I'm like, oh, well, those I totally look forward to. And, I loved, running into the, people that I wouldn't have seen for years or, of course, then, like we've talked about, then AIDS was around and it was,
Right.
taking a lot of people. And so that, that then evolved, I think.
Celebratory nature became more of a
Right.
bigger, broader.
A bigger thing. And so I don't think that Pride means to me now what it meant to me,
Sure.
Years ago.
Well, what's really interesting in even talking about this concept of what does Pride mean to you, last night, Connor at the center, I know
Yeah.
you love Connor.
I love him. Love him.
He does his FTM group
Yeah.
at the center every other Wednesday. And it was kind of one of the topics that they talked about in their group last night. And 2 of the very good friends of the FTM group were in town visiting from Lansing, Michigan, who lived here in San Diego for a number of years, Corey and Anna, and they're here just visiting. And when the topic of what Pride means to them came up, because they've been now in Lansing for a couple of years, they said, well, Pride in Lansing is so different than Pride in San Diego,
Right.
or in LA, she said, the Pride in Lansing is like a whole lot of little mini community prides. It's not one big giant San Diego Pride. It's like if San Diego was to have Little Italy Pride or Poway Pride or Chula Vista Pride, or she said that's what it's like where they're at. And it's mostly about the empowering the youth and remembering where we all came from and more of the Stonewall activism aspect.
Maybe that's
of
where
it.
I need to move then.
So, well, that's kind of the first thing that came to my mind as well. I bet Jello Ophelia.
I love it there.
Pride.
Yeah.
So she said that's what they do, and that's what their prides are like, because they have nothing like what San Diego does.
Right.
So,
Well, and I think because of expanding. I think because of the prides when I was younger, and how much fun they were, and how cheap they were, and what they stood for even back then, about the community getting together and hanging out, but it was much more of a party.
in a parking lot next to a bar.
Right, or even in the parking lot when it was in Balboa Hospitals, in the parking lot there for a while. Even those were fun, but it was a party.
Right.
Like a gathering and a get together and that kind of thing.
Like one giant house party.
Yes, where now it's gotten so commercialized, and I really have a problem with that. I mean, it's kind of like why I don't do Christmas or any of those things, because it's lost the element, and when it's become more of outpricing, the youth, or even other people, seniors, and even other people that have not the greatest jobs, or that struggle all year long. The one day that supposedly that they should be able to get together and celebrate, they can't go because they can't afford it. And I think that is, and a lot of that is because of the commercial. And you look at the booze, at Pride, most of them are businesses, gay-friendly businesses, bigger corporations, because they can afford the spot.
Money. Yeah.
And, the little startup booths, they can't afford it.
Right.
So
they saved all year long to be at that one Pride.
Yeah.
For whatever.
And so I think that is I think that is a shame, and I think that is part of, why I'm so anti-Pride. Because I celebrate Pride. I mean, I'm very proud, and I celebrate Pride all year. And I think that we have come a long way, but I think that it's lost touch when it has outpriced the community. Palm Springs.
I was just going to bring that up. How much do you love what they're doing?
I love what they're doing.
It's our favorite Pride.
It is my favorite Pride.
My favorite Pride
Yeah.
too. We have been every year now for 5-6 years.
And I've been for years before that.
And so what they have done is their Pride weekend is now free.
Because the city council,
Correct.
waived all the permits, fees, and waived all that stuff. And they're going to have a downtown Palm Springs, like a big block party, kind of like whatever, City Fest or whatever it's going to be. So, and it's free. It's only the second, that's the second now free one. San Francisco is the other one.
San Francisco's the other one, yes.
Right. So, yeah.
I think it's...
I don't think that it will happen here, unfortunately.
No, there's no way. Not unless they, move it somewhere besides where it's at.
Well, the thing about it is that it's the city of Palm Springs that did it, and clearly the city of San Diego and our council people aren't clearly that giving. I mean, I think that of all years that they can do it, this would be a great year since they're, this is the centennial of Balboa Park, so why not have, it there when really the gays have occupied, that for so long.
Yeah.
And they do, rent to the Boy Scouts for $1 who discriminates against the gay people. And, I mean, so yeah, it could be done in Balboa Park for free if the city didn't do it.
Right.
Of course, the city has many other issues like the Todd Gloria Tax that's going into effect. Did you not hear about the Todd Gloria Tax?
The Todd Gloria.
Oh, Jay's going to love this one.
Do we need to take a break first?
No, it's very simple.
Okay.
Well, you know that, Todd Gloria is trying to push for a $15 minimum wage increase.
Yes.
And I do think that the minimum wage is low, and, $15.
For standard of living in San Diego, it's low. Yes.
Right. And it is expensive to live here. And the sad part is that, and I know that, I might get mail for this or whatever. If you can't afford to live here, then go someplace else. This is not a club. And if they do raise the minimum wage, businesses, being a business person, we will, businesses will have to share the cost. Businesses are in business to make money. They're not going to eat that cost so that, they can't, so that other people can live in our city. So they approved that yesterday up to $13. I guess it's going to go up to $13. Or the committee approved that it should be done, and I'm not quite sure where it's standing. So these businesses in the city all over are now going to implement a Todd Gloria tax of 44% that they will add to every bill.
So it's going to be that this is how they're marketing the tax.
Who? Yeah, no,
These businesses.
the businesses that are against the increase.
The increase, right?
They're saying, look, this is going to cost 40. You know, it's a 44% increase. So we're going to have, and if they get to the $15 or whatever it is, it's like a 60% increase. Because it's not just the minimum wage. I mean, I think that people need to get that. It's not that they're just having to pay $15 an hour. They're also having to pay more workman's comp, you know, more Social Security. There's a lot more cost that the businesses are going to have to absorb, and then they are going to pass that cost on. So the $13 increase is from now is 44%. So businesses, not all of the businesses, but there's many businesses that are protesting raising it that way, that much. So they're going to put on their receipts a Todd Gloria tax of 44%. So imagine that. I mean, just like think. I don't think I'm going to use hypothetical here. Not that I'm going to say that it's going to be here, but you know what I'm saying. Right. But say you come to dinner and you order your dinner, and your dinner comes to $20. On top of that $20, they're going to implement a 44% tax on the $20.
See, I'm thinking that they would put that 44% into the food cost and up the prices on the menu versus putting it on the receipt.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do once it all takes effect. But the right,
it's exactly it's psychological. It's mindfuck. You need to understand why we're doing this.
Yeah, so they're going to. So it will be on the receipt as a Todd Gloria tax of 44%. So
it sounds like the thing that.
So how much is that on $20?
Here,
so let's just say $25 times 44% is what?
Well, 50%. Yeah, I was going to say.
How much? So yeah, so you're going to pay
$8.80 more.
Right. So then your bill is going to come $28.
And that doesn't include regular tax, sales tax.
No. Yeah. But let's say you go and buy something. You know, for instance, you go and buy, this little shot container that costs, $1. Then they're going to add 44% onto that as well.
So it's going to be $1.44.
Yeah.
So in some kind of weird around the bend way, it's like what the Papa John's guy was doing with the Obamacare.
Yes.
Tax. Got it. Here's the extra 22% because of Obamacare. Even though it wasn't going to be like a line item on a receipt, that's how much they were going to have to raise their pizza prices in order to compensate for the Obamacare.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have not seen anything.
I think though, yeah.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna get in my Google.
It's going to be crazy because that's going to piss people off.
Well, for sure.
For sure. So I don't know. Now I guess we can take a break. Todd Gloria is just scoring points.
Or he cannot wait to be on the show again.
He will never be on the show again. Yeah, he ran away.
Yes, I know. I remember.
He's ran away from me several times. Chicken.
Right, we'll take a break.
Maybe I'll next time I see him, I'll pull out a camera and he might stay.
You could take a selfie with him. All right, we'll be right back. And we're back.
Again.
Well, or not really, because they don't even know. So,
there are a lot of hot little joggers that are jogging by here today.
Well, there are a couple of hot little newbies who must be on vacation who are in here having happy hour today, of which Jay and I were noticing when we were setting up.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, well, you'll notice them when we're done and we go out and have our little extra shots for extra Thursday pleasure.
Oh, no more shots.
No more shots. She's like, no. Let's talk religion for 2 minutes, can we?
Okay.
Because
Start the timer.
You're so religious, I know.
Start the timer.
There's been some hullabaloo in Hillcrest, which is our gayborhood,
Yes.
for those of you watching in Dubai, that there is a branch of the Southern Baptist Church that has opened up in Hillcrest on the Georgia overpass, the church that's been there for a long time. It is the Shadow Mountain Church.
Right.
And they are not entirely, well, I shouldn't even say not entirely. They are absolutely, completely, 100% not at all gay friendly, opening in Hillcrest. And I have known this because I've been seeing the little internet postings about it, but they have been calling the center, or news channels have been calling the center, trying to get, comments from people about them opening up and things like that. And I just think it's interesting that they selected, of all places, Hillcrest to have a church. But you know what? I guess if you're going to make a statement, that's where you'd make a statement.
Well, I mean, and the reasoning for opening the church is that the church, what it was before, was failing, and they were about to close the doors of that church, and so they kind of
And demolish it and turn it into condos.
right and take it over, which, they tore that other church up that was on Park, not too far down the street.
The one that's
beautiful.
near Joey.
Yeah, I thought it was the most beautiful church ever, and now it is a empty
lot that does Christmas trees every year.
Yeah.
And pumpkins for Halloween.
So I don't know. I mean, I do think that it's interesting that they chose that spot. I think that it will be interesting to see. I mean, it's kind of like going into enemy territory, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Although I do think that there are, Hillcrest is not as gay as it used to be.
Correct.
And there are a lot of straight people moving in and whatnot. If the church wasn't doing that well before, I'm not sure how it's going to continue to do well, because people that are really anti-anything, if they're anti-gay, they're not going to want to come to Hillcrest to go to church.
Right.
And clearly they're going to another church anyway, because this is like a satellite office.
It is a satellite. They are one offshoot of a huge mega church in Irvine.
Right.
That is got tens of thousands of parishioners and money galore. What I thought that was interesting when, like, the Reader and City Beat had put it up that the news had happened that the church took that space over, they were interviewing parishioners who were going to be going to this new church here in Hillcrest, and they said, we feel really good about opening our, showing our love for God and being able to spread the message for our love for Jesus in a dark, dark place.
Right.
In a dark, dark place.
Right.
Which is literally, if they could stand on the Georgia overpass, they could probably spit on the rainbow flag.
Right.
That's how close they are to it.
Right.
I mean, it's right there. I think that's funny.
I'm going to play devil's advocate because, I like to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I think that her words of being a dark place, I think that it could be taken many different ways. She could have been referring to, Hillcrest and the gays and all of that. She, that is, of course, how many people are taking what she said to be. She could also be saying that they're taking over this failing church and giving it new life.
New life, yeah, true.
So, I don't think that, we had this conversation last week, that I think that people need to be careful about being too sensitive over words. And that people get their panties tied up in a knot over words. She didn't say, it's good that this church is opening in the town of fags so that we can save them all. She didn't say that. She said, we're going to open this in a dark place. So I think that people need to be careful. The church hasn't done anything.
Not yet. They sure haven't.
And We don't know if they will do anything.
We don't.
We don't even know if people really will go there enough to sustain it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mega church, and which is a business, and they're about making money too.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't make money at that church, they're not going to keep that church either.
Correct.
And then that church could become a dark place again.
And should become condos then, because I have always thought one of the strangest things about that church, and I have lived in this area for a number of years and walked by it all the time, for the as big as that church is, the size of it, to not have a parking lot
Right.
for your people to park in if you want them to go to your church. Where the fuck are they parking?
They may not.
So maybe that's why the other one failed. That's what I've always thought. It looked like an abandoned church for a number of years, and it was not an abandoned church.
Right.
It's just that, 4 people went there
Yeah.
because there's no parking.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see if it
And
really
I
amounts
think
to
it'll be
anything.
interesting what happens. Maybe Todd Gloria will take away the residents' parking so that the churchgoers can park there. He'll give church. I mean, he did that over by my house, so maybe he'll do it over there too. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right.
This has become the Todd show with Ophelia and Aaron. The Todd Gloria
All
show.
right, fine. I
with
won't
Ophelia
bring
and
him up
Aaron.
anymore during today.
During today. Remember when all we ever used to talk about was San Diego Pride?
Yes.
Yes.
And I said, well, not all, but we talked about him a lot.
We sure did.
Yeah. And we're getting closer to Pride. I'll bring them up again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we'll only have a couple.
Do we know who the headliner is this year, speaking of Pride?
We do. It's Deborah Cox. Whom I happen to love. However, I won't be here, so it won't matter. I won't see her.
I won't be here either.
But I do love me some Deborah Cox. And Taj knows how much I love her because he plays it for me every time I come.
That's sweet of him.
I know, it's so sweet of him.
Yeah. All right. There's 2 minutes of religion.
2 minutes of religion. What should we talk about now?
So there's a new dating website that I've been intrigued by,
Oh no.
but I haven't joined. Well, I semi-joined, but not like totally joined.
You and technology scare me sometimes.
I know. As well it should.
Oh Lord.
But I love the concept and the idea of it, and I'm really interested to see if it takes off. So I kind of want to follow it and see what happens. But it's called howaboutwe.com. Howaboutwe.com.
Howaboutwe.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is you create your profile or whatever, and then you there are 3 different kinds of. From what I understand, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I've just been
Paraphrasing.
There are 3 different kind of dates. So you could do speed dating, daily dates, and then profile dates. You know what I'm saying? So your speedy dates, that it's a lot like what is that on the phone? That Tinder?
Yeah. Swipe left and swipe right.
Right. So people will come on and you can you're intrigued by them or you're not intrigued by them. And which is kind of cute and gives you a profile. Daily dates is they'd put on there, how about we, and then you fill in whatever that you'd want to do. So you'd be like, how about we go to the Del Mar Fair and walk around? Or how about we go to Balboa Park and walk around? Or how about we go take surf lessons? Or, you know what I'm saying? How about we, and then you fill in what you would like to do. And then if you see one that you would like to do, then you would click on it, and then it would send that person a message with your profile, and then they could respond or not respond.
Or not respond. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense.
So I think I love that idea, which then got me thinking, and I've heard more and more. I think that more and more people are actually wanting to and going out on dates and not hooking up.
Well, I was just going to ask, how long do you think before the people who really want sex hijack it and say, how about we?
I don't think they.
Or do they not allow that on the
I
site?
don't know if they allow it, and it's It's not pricey, but it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So it's not free.
No, it's not free.
Okay.
It's, you know, they have different tiers.
Got it.
You know, so it's like, you just want to do it for 1 month. I think it's like $35. If you sign up for like 3 months, it drops down to like $20 a month. But you have to pay for, you know,
Right.
so you'd pay like the $60.
So it's a per month, like,
Right.
fee, whatever.
Right.
Got it.
And I don't think that a lot of people for sex would really go to that site
When they can go to Craigslist.
when they go to Craigslist or Grindr
Tinder.
or, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
many other sexual sites.
So is it LGBT as well?
Well, it is. I mean, it's both. I mean, it's
Okay.
anyone.
So it's like Tinder.
Yeah. So you would go on and you select what you want to, you know, who you want or what, you know, who you are, what, you know what I'm saying?
So if I would go to the Del Mar Fair with you, I would click on that thing,
If you wanted to go to the Del Mar Fair with me, then you would click on it and say,
and then you would get that notification, and then you could look at me and be like, "Oh no, I don't want to go to the Del Mar Fair."
no,
with you.
or I would, you know, or I would be like, yeah, you know,
Let's do it.
and then, you know, you could figure out things. What I also think is cute about it is where I could see it happening is, say you put something up there like that, and there were like several people that all.
Oh, and you like a big group thing.
Yeah, that maybe you weren't necessarily into them
Right.
sexually, or, you know, you weren't attracted to them, is I guess what I'm saying. So, but then you could turn around and go, you know, well, if people are honest, which I don't think a lot of people are,
Well.
but I mean, I know I would be, you know, be like, hey, look, there's really not, you know, an attraction there, but I wouldn't be opposed, you know, I still wouldn't go to the Del Mar Fair. You still want to go, or, you know, there's a couple other people that we're all interested in going to. Why don't we all meet as a group? And then, you know, you can go and,
Right.
you know, it wouldn't.
Do it like as a group blind date.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst going to happen? You meet a friend?
Well, exactly. Or maybe someone within the group has a connection,
Yeah,
and good for them.
yeah.
No,
So I think I really like the concept of it.
Okay, so now what is it called again?
How about we?
Howaboutwe.com.
Yeah. Maybe they'll see that I'm talking about it and they'll give me a free month.
Maybe they'll sponsor the show.
Yeah. But no, I really love the idea. I mean, I think that it's a very, very cool, you know.
I like that. Maybe they should partner with Uber to offer for rides to wherever.
Well, and you know,
wherever
there's
they decide they're
two,
going
speaking
to.
of Uber, there's two, and Lyft both. There's two major bills going that would
Oh yes.
totally limit them. They better not do it.
Well, yeah, exactly, and it's because it's going to screw a lot of people that have been doing Lyft or working as Lyft drivers and working as UberX drivers or whatever.
Yeah, in the state. They're controlled by their politicians.
Thank you.
They're controlled by who lines their pockets. That would be both Democrats and Republicans. It's who lines their pockets. Speaking of who lines pockets, Eric Cantor this week.
Oh my God. Best headline I saw about that, and I totally posted it, was, let's face it, Eric Cantor lost because he's a dick.
Well, I think I'm going to tell you what I found extremely exciting about it. Extremely, extremely exciting about it. Not that, you know, I mean, I don't care about that, you know, he was the Republican star, or, you know, they still have Cruz, or any of that stuff. But what I do find very interesting is I said years ago how important primary elections are more than general elections.
Correct.
And
You've said that 100 million times.
right,
on this
and
show.
that people can make a bigger impact on primary elections than they can make on the general elections. This is a prime example of how a primary election shook up the political, not only the Republican party, but it shook up politics.
Our current sitting Congress.
Yes.
He is our House Majority Leader.
He was.
Well, thank you. Was our House Majority Leader. So,
Well, he still is until the election.
which he is going to choose not to do.
What?
He is going to choose to step down as Majority Leader.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has chosen to do that. And what I find fascinating, more than anything that has come of it, other than this happened where he is at, is that Cantor and his campaign outspent his 40 to 1. 40 to 1.
Well, I thought it was more than 41 because didn't Cantor, I could be wrong because I know I just glimpsed through when I was doing that, but he raised like $4 million or something.
It was $5.4 million.
And the other guy that won
200,000.
200,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Which is also, which I think is, going back to what, we're just saying, I think that people are seeing that money, because I think that what people hopefully take from that is that during the primary election, which I've always said is the most important election, money isn't going to matter. And so even whoever you have in wherever, the special interests aren't going to matter, and they're going to lose hold because people are going to get fed up with that, and they're going to see. So I was scared.
yeah, it was huge. They're calling it the biggest upset in kind of political history.
Well, and he's only the second person, the second politician. I can't think of the word. He's only the second House leader that has been deseated since 1862. Second. He can put that on his resume.
Well, it will be really interesting. I bet you his whatever he's going to write after he's out of office, his memoir or whatever, will be quite interesting. I'm sure it will be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think that's going to shake up to be really interesting. I can't wait to see.
Speaking of primary election in Nevada, did you hear about the openly trans GOP state assembly person in Nevada that won the primary for the Republican, for her Republican seat? She'll be the first ever on a Republican ticket, openly trans.
Republicans like that kinky stuff.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. Especially in Nevada. Oh my God.
Just that Shay, he loves to go to the SRO.
Right. Hey.
Hey, hi.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they like that kinky stuff. All right, let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about some other event stuff.
I just saw Hottie Patati come in. I want to go say hello to him.
Okay, we'll be right back. Woo. So I'm having to talk into her boobs because my mic died. So anything you want to talk about in terms of events that you're doing besides
I'm going to the river.
You're going to the river, and Paris is filling in for you this coming Monday for Wet and Wilder.
I love her.
I love Paris. She's awesome.
Craig.
This weekend is going to be super fun.
What is happening this weekend?
What?
Yours is working
can't be
now.
working. It's at my crotch. Go. That's probably the heartbeat of my cock. And never mind.
That's disgusting.
This weekend is we're cleaning the center. It's that fucking
summer
meadow spring cleaning at the center.
Yes,
So
I heard about that.
that's on Sunday, so we're doing that, and then we have a Stonewall fundraiser here at Moe's right after that. Big
I'll be at the
weekend.
river. It's
You
Father's
will be
Day.
there. It
Happy
is
Father's Day.
And the event is called Who's Your Daddy? You could find a daddy.
I'll be at the river.
You'll
Looking
find-
at daddies out there.
You'll find a daddy at the river.
Okay. My
fine.
nephew is graduating high school next week.
That is just crazy.
Oh, it is crazy.
I remember when we first started the show when you were talking about how he was doing his junior high lacrosse.
Now he's doing high school lacrosse and he's done.
And he's done. Where's
Yeah.
he going to college?
I don't know. I hope he goes. I told him, he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to go. I'm like, yes, you are. And you're going to go to a good college where they have good lacrosse.
The end.
And I'll go to all of your little college lacrosse games.
You'll get dressed up in the scarf and the sweatshirt. And
Yes, I'll wear all of the school colors.
everything. I love it.
Yeah.
You know,
There's something else happening this week. I'm going to a bonfire on Saturday night.
Oh, that's cute.
I love bonfires.
Next week, Troy will be here, so
Yes.
we're very super excited about that. And it's the food truck fabulous fierceness thing event at the center for AIDS Walk. The kickoff for AIDS Walk.
That's that Thursday, right?
That's a week from today.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's that.
So that means I've got to wear a flowy dress next week.
Very flowy. Lots of elastic.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's all that's going on. All right.
Very exciting lives.
You need to go take a nap.
Oh, you know. I might not even take a nap. I might just go to bed.
We love that.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We love that you watched us, and we will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.